All right, so here we are. We just purchased a new home for us. This is going to be the new WightHouse, and we are super excited. Um, Lots of work needs to be done. I mean, just absolutely tons of work. But you can see the house, has a nice look to it. Most all of the siding's going to have to be taken down because it's kind of rotting. All the vents underneath the eaves need to be replaced. Um, there's so much. There's no kitchen. There's no flooring. But today we are going to focus on landscaping. And I say landscaping, it sounds more skilled than it really is going to be. We're just cutting stuff down. Let's walk around the back. We can take a look at what our project looked like today. So this gate, this fence, this is coming down today. At some point, we'll build a fence out here that goes all the way to the back, and we'll have a place for the travel trailer. So we got a chainsaw, we got weed eater. I'm sure there's some other stuff we're going to be using, but we're going to try and get as much of this gate down as possible. You can see lots of potted pots for potted plants. There's Levi. He's ready to do his project. Boom! Already. Get it, Levi? Hold on. We didn't know we were going to get this done already. Just watch out for nails. You might be running into some obstacles here, but we can come back to it, or you can keep working on it. But yeah, so all right, Levi's already started tearing down the fence, and you can see we've got a lot of trash that needs to be picked up. There's a lot of other objects back here. You open this up, or was this open?
I opened it.
Okay. So we got a nice little wheelbarrow we're gonna use. But here's the backyard. And all of this stuff, I don't know what any of that is, and we're gonna cut it all down. Today is the day of the chainsaw. So all of these things around the pool, we're cutting them down. I might hold off on these for now, but all this stuff, I'm just asking for snakes and stuff like that to live right next to the pool, and I just really don't want that. So we're gonna get these things cleaned up. I'm probably gonna cut down that tree, that stuff. I want to get the back as clean as possible so I can see the pool equipment, and we're gonna go from there. Probably blow off the roof and just get as much stuff done as possible. So it's the outside. We'll do the inside here shortly. All right, so the future WightHouse. We're gonna go ahead and do an inside look. Take a look and see how the inside is faring. You can see we're a little overgrown in a number of spots. Front yard, which we'll get to that eventually. But I blew the roof off, which is why it was like that. There was just a ton of pine needles and stuff up there. But as you can see, the front porch has a lot of potential. So looks like there was a swing hung up right there at one point. They left some furniture, which we'll have to look at it and see if it's even usable or not. Some of it might be like completely dry rotted. But you can see we've got a lot of green wood here, but a big front porch. So we talked about making this it's like a nice little seating area. It's already got a fan. We'll probably have to replace it, but we already got a fan. Maybe put one of those big outdoor heaters that we have out here. but it's got a lot of potential. Big, like I said, just big space to hang out and watch kids play in the front yard, stuff like that. There's a carport. So let's go ahead and go through the front door and see how this looks. The door is actually really nice, by the way. So it is something that we can get refinished and have it look really good. So we'll probably go that route as opposed to paying a bunch of money to get a brand new door. All the flooring is gone on the first floor. And that's because of some water that got in due to bad drainage in Harvey. That's Hurricane Harvey, which was 2017. So at the time of the recording, it's a little over 3 years ago, and they got all the stuff out. They repaired the sheetrock, textured it, stuff like that, but and the flooring and whatnot, base cabinets, but and then it just stopped there. I think they had a similar situation to us where their contractor just disappeared on them. So as you come in, got a nice little closet and a really unnecessary set of big windows, but nice nonetheless. And you come into this big open living room. Now, a lot of this stuff was not here. I cleaned off the loft, which is right above where we're at, and threw it down here. So a lot of that's where a lot of this stuff came from. So the idea here is obviously we're gonna get this area cleaned out. We have a trash can, like a big dumpster coming tomorrow. And so hopefully we'll be able to figure out what can be donated, what can be thrown away. Over there, the idea is possibly to make it our dining room area. So we'll have a living space, dining room, the kitchen's right over here to the left, and then another living space right behind. So let's go ahead and go this way. So you have an office right here. This office is in good shape. It's nice, got nice beams, like stained beams up top. There's no lights in here though, so we'll have to do some lamps or something. We'll figure something out. Little closet, an in-ground safe, which is not going to be usable. We're going to concrete that in. It's got a lot of water in it. It's pretty gross. So, but big windows all over the house, and it's, it should have the ability to bring in a bunch of light. But let's make our way into the kitchen, and in some of the areas of the bottom floor, they've got this flagstone flooring. It's really nice. I bet it cleans up really well. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna reuse this floor. We're gonna get it all cleaned up. But the kitchen is pretty spacious. You're gonna have a fridge over here, some cabinets, sink. Not sure if we're gonna keep that. I think the previous owner bought this thinking that she was gonna go ahead and get it, installed and renovated and whatnot, and then just stopped. So it's here. So we might do two dishwashers, but either way, cabinets all around. Probably make this area. She had a cooktop, which was a downdraft cooktop, electric cooktop. We're gonna see if we might get gas in here, do a dual fuel oven right here. One of those, 48-inch pro ovens, the griddle and stuff on top. Should be pretty awesome. That's a cabinet on each side. Probably just replace this with another pantry. The brick, we had talked about possibly whitewashing it, but not 100% sure. But I personally think that right off the bat, like, these cabinets could be repainted white, brighten up the room a lot. Changing the light bulbs will obviously brighten up the room a lot, but this nice piece up here has some decorative trim to it. I think if that's painted white, it'll look really sharp. And I think the brick allows for it. I don't think the brick is kind of a weird color brown or anything like that it could, clearly you can see, white up here looks pretty good. So we talked about doing that, but you have base cabinets that go right here, more base cabinets right over there with some uppers. So there's a lot of space for storage in the kitchen area. And this is the pantry. That's pretty good size. It's in the autofocus. So back in the corner, you've got a little inlet, and then we've got enough space here. If we wanted to make this a laundry room, we could put the washer and dryer in here and still have plenty of space to put shelves and stuff like that. I've stored some doors in here for now until we can figure out what to do. They cut this out for underneath the stairs just to get it dried out. We'd probably just close it up. I don't think we have any use for that space, but who knows. This is a dining room, which we probably will use as like a small family room. It's right off the kitchen. There's a pass through, as you can see right here. And so it's going to be one of those things where we could potentially have a little bar right there and put a TV here and then some couches or individual seats or love seats or something like that. But that way, the kids can be in here hanging out while we're in the kitchen cooking and things like that. You can see we do have some damage, water damage plus raccoons got in the attic. There was 30 raccoons captured on this property. Got in the attic and tore it up. So there's all the ductwork's tore up like that, if it's even there, along with lots and lots and lots of droppings everywhere. So we've got a lot of cleanup to do. I do have a little half bath down in this area. And this area is what we call the pool room because it's close to the pool, but it's just another living space. They had a bar over there, which we'll probably rebuild. But it's a nice little space. You use it for a number of different things, but if we're entertaining, we're thinking, we can keep food and drinks and stuff over there, maybe a small fridge. So that way, people are outside, they can just come right inside and, enjoy that. So pretty flexible little space. So we're not 100% sure exactly how we're going to do it. So let's walk through. Like I said, we're talking about using this space as a dining room. We'll see how that works out. We'll go to the master. The master bedroom. So the master is a decent size. It has built-ins. I'm not an enormous fan of them, but they're built-ins. So it's we'll probably keep them for a little bit and then figure out if we want to replace them or not. But decent sized room. Doors opened up to the patio, the covered patio area out here, and what currently is like our pond, but it's going to be a pool. So it's it'll be cleaned up nice. So we'll see how that works out. More of that flagstone flooring outside looks really good. To the master bath. Let's turn on a light here. All right, so pretty awesome bathtub area. I say that like it's interesting for sure. Most likely gonna try and do something different here. It's a big bathtub and it's really deep, which is nice, but at the same time, we'd like to have a shower. It does have potential here because you've got this shower head right over here, which is kind of low, but we can adjust it. We're going to take the mirrors down. We're going to keep this mainly because it's built into the brick and it's going to be really difficult to get this changed out. So we'll see. Currently has some interesting built-in cabinets. Some built-in cabinets here. These are gonna get replaced. The mirror is probably gonna come down. But this isn't super high priority, but it'd be nice to kind of get this thing going. It's a toilet room. I'm not sure why somebody decided to put an actual window like toilet height, so you'd be sitting on the toilet. If you don't close that window, you're looking at your neighbor waving. And then we do have the master closet. A lot of built-ins in here. So a lot of space. It just has to be repaired. Probably new dowels. Just get stuff set up. We're gonna get the carpet replaced. So which means some of this stuff is gonna come out, but a lot of these clothes have never been worn. There's shoes in here that have never been worn. So very, very interesting, interesting situation. There's just so much to go through in this house. So we will definitely be documenting that and trying to figure out, what can be salvaged, for us to use, what can be donated. And then obviously what can be trash. Here's the laundry room. It's a decent sized room. It's like a 11 by 11 or 11 by 12, something like that. So good sized room, built-in cabinets on both sides. It does have a little closet as well. Always pretty interesting when you walk into the closet of the older person, you find boxes of Swisher Sweets. They are empty, I believe. So, but like I said, nice laundry room, lots to do here. There's sink, the washer and dryer go over there. So there's nice options here for us to be able to use this room. And I'm sure there was something here, but I would imagine it would have been like a base cabinet with countertop or something like that. All right, so we've seen the bottom floor. We are going to head upstairs real quick. Stairs are interesting. I have not seen these on any houses recently, so we're definitely going to be replacing the carpet. I'm not sure what we're going to do with those brass bars, but here's the loft area. Now, the loft was covered with all of that stuff, and so I just dropped it down. Now, but one thing we got to keep in mind, raccoons and other pests lived in this house for a really long time. So they have made, when we first came in the house and looked at it a few years back, this wasn't like this. It wasn't destroyed. The rooms were crowded with stuff, but they weren't destroyed. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's see what we got. So this is one of the bedrooms upstairs. They're all very similar, but they're all similar definitely with regards to the stuff that is sitting inside here. I'm not sure what the deal is with the swans, but we've got a couple of those. My understanding is there's an Alf, like the TV show Alf from Melmac, stuffed animal. Oh, this might be him right here. Look at that. Dude, it's Alf. What is up, buddy? That is so cool. This is going to get kept. Not getting rid of that. Can't get rid of Alf. All the bathrooms. We have Jack and Jill bathrooms. They come with lions in the sink. Walk-in closets. Again, with tons of stuff. Another Alf. That is great. So, not 100% sure what all's in here, but we're going to find out. And it is, in case you're wondering, the seashell countertops. So that's a plus. Bathroom. Let's see if these lights working here. Nope, lights don't work. So bathtubs aren't going to get changed out. We'll probably leave them alone. And then we probably won't change out the tile up here either. We may not make any changes to most of this stuff, except at some point, maybe replace these base cabinets. If it's easy enough to do it, we'll just do that. But we're gonna take down the wallpaper, which means we probably have to take off the mirror and stuff like that. But hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. So we're gonna take off that and get that organized, get that cleaned up, and then set Jack and Jill into another messy bedroom. All right, so we went through those two rooms. We got a nice little view down into the entryway. Pretty deep closet. So another bedroom. Really neat how the bedrooms have kind of inset windows. Again, we're going to take down the wallpaper in here. Just a lot to clean up, just a ton. So we're going to go through and try and get all this stuff removed. Closet over there. Let's see if that's let's see if that is a walk-in. This is the one that does not have a walk-in closet. Luckily, it does have a bunch of clothes though. So more to do. Some Tupperware. Everybody needs 40-year-old Tupperware. And then I don't see anything else really interesting right off the bat. Kind of a neat lamp. It moves. I think it moves up and down with this bar. At least I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. But it's set up into the ceiling onto the floor. So that's kind of neat. And like I said, this closet has a little space back there. I don't know, maybe it's for the plumbing. And go in here to the bathroom. More towels, more seashells. So we have had some sort of a leak up here at some point. So we need to get that fixed up. And so nice doors, to be honest with you. Most of them are in decent shape, especially upstairs. Downstairs, not so much. Nothing works in here. So, but again, same situation. Not going to change the thing in the bathroom area, at least not at first. Maybe the toilet, if that works or not. Water's not even on yet, so we'll see. This room is the biggest one in the house besides the master. So that looks gross. So we're going to get this room cleaned up. The goal is today to get this room cleaned out, get the loft cleaned out, which is almost complete, and then get this room cleaned out. So we're going to go through and do that. This room has a lot of issues. There's a hole in the ceiling. There is this door that needs to be insulated. I thought there was another hole somewhere in here, but either way, it's let me turn on some lights. It's a nice little room. It's got another walk-in closet. More clothes, thankfully. Some whatever that is. So yeah, that will complete the upstairs tour of the house. This is where the raccoons lived. And so we will do that in another video, but it's going to be probably PG-13 for tons of poo everywhere. So that completes that, and then let's walk right out here. You can see the pool. Neat thing, this door's a little sticky. Neat thing here. Come out. Flip that on. So there's pool equipment, which we cleared this all out yesterday. There was shrubs all around the pool. Shrubs sounds too nice. It was just junk. It was overgrowth. And so we cleaned that out. And so now you can see everything. The pool is in really good shape for the most part, as far as like the rocks and stuff like that. It looks really good. Coping and tile look okay. But we figured out, once we got all that cleared out yesterday, the main pump does not work, but the fountain does. So we have a working fountain. Now that we got a working fountain, once we get the water turned on over here, we're going to pressure wash this whole thing, get this whole thing cleaned up. We got to get that other pump replaced because it's seized. And I'm going to drain this bad boy, and we're going to discover what all lives in here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's walk back through here to the garage. Here's JT sweeping the breezeway. Great job. Let's go over to the garage area. This is a new style of door. It's painless. So, came with the house. Open up this door here. All right. So here is our enclosed garage. So really good size room. Comes with the pool table, so that's awesome. And there's really good plywood back there. All this furniture is going to go. Most of this trim is, some of it might be salvageable, but a lot of it's not. So we're going to get rid of that. That in the back is the butcher block countertop that they used for the kitchen. So that's neat, but we won't use it. So I just don't have a good feeling of a wooden countertop's been sitting in the garage for 3 years. So a lot of repairs need to happen here. We've got that. We've got, like I said, some of those lower boards that are in rough shape, and that. So there's some repairs that need to happen on the roof, and so we'll get there eventually. Back here, we got a shop. Let's see if we can manage to get in here. That shop is filled with more junk. So we've got hole in the roof. The garage door actually does open and shut, but we've got so many things to throw away. I mean, just so many things. So a couple of fridges. Yeah, one of them looks like it's just been used as a shelf at this point. File cabinets, lots of pegboard all over the place, so that's great. But we got lots and lots and lots of stuff to throw away. So lots of work. There's an old dryer or something. So that's kind of neat. Lots of work, lots of stuff to do. And we're going to try and do this, some of it ourselves, but we will try and document everything so that we can see, and whenever we replace something, that we can record it and hopefully share it with everyone. You can enjoy the times with us. See ya.